Hello everyone, my name is Dark the Hedgehog Gaming, and welcome back to another video where today I'm going to be re-reviewing something that I have already looked at. I'm re-reviewing it because I wasn't quite happy with the original take on it, and there were a ton of things that I missed, badly said, or I said the wrong thing about. I'm here to redo it and just clarify what I missed. So yeah, as you probably could read in the title, we are going to be re-reviewing the PowerA wireless Gamecube styled Switch controller. Or just the PowerA Gamecube styled Switch controller, I guess. Yeah. Let's get into it. So this here is the PowerA GameCube styled Switch controller. Released around the same time Super Smash Bros. Ultimate had released. And mainly it was made for that game. Because when the game came out, they had reissued the GameCube controllers and adapters to play Smash Ultimate with them. But, sorry about that, falling there. The GameCube controller was only really able to be used in Smash Ultimate. Nothing else, really. Well, if you want to know the GameCube controller experience a bit more, then this is your best bet. Now, many people, when they bought this controller, thought that it was supposed to be a replacement for the GameCube controller, but really, it's actually a replacement for the Pro controller. It's essentially a Pro controller, but in a GameCube controller shell, which I know sounds bizarre, but it's true. They have all the standard things from the GameCube controller, while also adding in some things to make it work on any Switch game. For example, taking a look at the top of the controller, it now has 2 shoulder buttons. The original GameCube controller only had 1 shoulder button and 2 triggers. This controller, though, adds in the second shoulder button, being the L button, making it so ZL, ZR, L, and R. So yeah, LR, ZL, ZR here, all of them are featured. They had also, according to the page on Amazon, which is where I bought this controller, the D-pad was increased in size as well as the shoulder buttons. So yeah, the D-pad here is very comfortable to use. And honestly, to me, it feels even better than the official Pro Controller D-pad. And yes, this is technically an official product because this controller is licensed by Nintendo, meaning that it can be used on the Switch, and it's not like a full-on third-party controller in a way, because it is an official controller. It's just not made by Nintendo. So yeah, I want to quickly say sorry for all the clicking. My brother is messing with a thing of his, so yeah. Another thing on this controller is that they had added in clicking on the sticks, because originally the GameCube controller did not have clicking on the sticks. When you press down on it, nothing would happen, except you could probably damage the controller. However, here, they have implemented them. For some reason, they're a lot louder than they need to be, but it's cool that they're here, which is one of the main things that makes it work with any Switch game. But yeah, like I said, it's a lot louder than it needs to be. And they have fully put in all 3 of these main buttons here on the top. Plus, minus, the home and capture buttons, all that stuff is there, and they are all fully functional. So yeah. These things will take 2 AA batteries for the wireless version, which you put in right here in this compartment. Let's go. Slide it out. And yeah, 2 AA batteries here. Yes, when you do order this, you do get batteries with it, so don't worry. But yeah, you just throw in those 2 AA's, and then it'll turn on, and it has about the same battery life as the actual Pro Controller. If anything, it can last for at least 36 hours. But I've been able to use it for as much as with a regular Pro Controller. So yeah, it has about the same battery life as the official controller for the Switch, which is really cool. And yeah, it has this nice old sync button here, and you'll probably notice this little spot here. That is a light which is used to tell when the controller's battery is getting low. When the controller's battery is low, it will start blinking red, and that says that the battery is low in the controller, so yeah. Sadly though, with this specific one, the wireless variant, you always have to switch out the batteries. There's no charging port or anything, and while you do have to do that same thing for the Xbox One controller, at least it has a charging port so you can use it if the batteries are dead. This one though does not have that. So yeah. There were also a couple things from the Pro Controller that were removed from this, but they're not really something that I think is a huge issue, at least in my opinion. In this controller, you don't get any rumble, and many people thought it was just originally like no HD rumble. No, you don't get any rumble in this controller at all. So yeah, in games that would use the rumble, the rumble has no, it doesn't work on this controller. So yeah. They also had to take out the NFC Reader, which in the Pro Controller would be on the Switch logo here, and on the Joy-Cons it would be on the joystick of the right Joy-Con, or the one with the plus button. That would be where the NFC reader is there. There is no NFC though on this, so do keep that in mind. So yeah. And that's practically it, I guess. Anyway, though, there are a few things from the original video that I do want to correct myself on. So, yeah. The first thing is about the wired variant, because there is a wired variant of this controller, but I'm pretty sure that if I didn't just completely miss that point in the original video, I said that there wasn't a wired version. I was actually wrong on that. There is a wired version, however, it does strip a couple features even from this controller. Like, for example, no battery pack. You can unplug the cord, but I'm not sure if it has actual battery life in it. And it also removes the lights here that tell you which player it is, at least on the images on the Amazon page for the controller. So yeah, other than that though, it's essentially the same. Another thing that I badly said, I guess, is that I said that the C stick here, the yellow one, was made bigger than in the original GameCube controller. From what I am aware of, it actually was not changed. From my knowledge anyway, so yeah. And yeah. The final thing I want to mention about the controller before I actually show you guys some gameplay with it on Smash Ultimate is that with this controller, it comes in a bunch of different colors. The one I have here is the classic old indigo color. I know it kind of looks more on the blue side through the camera, but it is the iconic GameCube indigo color. They do also have a black one, a gray and silver color. The gray and silver is actually supposed to be a reference to the, I guess you could call it a revised version of the original GameCube controller, the Wavebird, which made the controller completely wireless. And they have a gold one, which originally was GameStop exclusive, but you can order that one on Amazon as well. As well as they released a few different Pokemon-themed variants. Umbreon, Pikachu, and one other Pokemon one where it changes the main controller colors, as well as instead of the normal Switch logo here, it would actually end up showing that specific Pokemon. So for the Umbreon controller, it would show Umbreon. For Pikachu, it would show Pikachu, and so on, so on. So yeah. Overall, though, it's a pretty good controller and can be used in any Switch game. And no adapters or anything are needed. So it makes it a very good controller. And now, let's get into some gameplay. Alright, so we got the controller connected. As you can see here, it reads it as a Pro controller, but it is the GameCube controller. Yeah, all the buttons are correctly mapped, by the way, so yeah. Let's then hop into some Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm going to try my best to keep my hands on frame to show this is the controller I'm using. So we're gonna go for my stamina mode. Gonna pick just a random map. And we're gonna go and pick, we're gonna fight as, well, I mean, I am a Sonic main, so I'm gonna play as Sonic. Sonic versus Little Mac. Done. And that was all done with this controller. Let's go ahead and do another round, because that one was pretty short. This time, let's go with Wario this time. Because he's another person that I play as a bit. There. So, there we go. That is the GameCube style controller for the Switch from PowerA. There is one thing I do want to mention actually quickly before I fully end off this video. If we go and head to the settings of the game and head to controls, I do want to say that it does not use the controls for the specific GameCube controller. So these controls, nothing will happen when you remap them. Only when you map these controllers will they actually really do anything. So only the dual Joy-Con Pro controller, or when the Joy-Cons are on the side of the thing, that's the mapping it will use. It will not use the mapping of the GameCube controller. That is something that you do need to know. But there we go. That is the PowerA GameCube style Switch controller. I hope you guys enjoyed this re-review. If you would like to go get this controller, you can do so. It is normally $50. However, I was able to get this legally, by the way, for a bit cheaper because it was on sale on Amazon. So yeah, do whatever you want. It's a really good controller and is really sturdy too. I haven't had any issues with it. Not even like a drift problem like the Pro controllers have. So yeah, that is going to be it though, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.